Hey guys, what's going on? It is Mothical here, back with another episode of the Mothical podcast. This is episode 5. I can't believe that we're 5 episodes in like the span of like what a year. I need to do these more. Anyways, today is another special episode as we have a guest on the podcast. It is my good friend JustBetaKick. Go ahead and say hi, my good friend. Go ahead, do it.
Hello,
Do
hello,
it.
everybody.
Yeah, there
How's
he
it
is.
going? My name's Markiplier.
Markiplier. Okay, okay, that works. So just Beta Kick is a and correct me if I'm wrong here, but he's kind of like a uh funny moments kind of YouTuber kind of with gaming and stuff like that. He has a
Yeah, that's
YouTube
pretty spot
channel.
on,
I
yeah.
will be linking it in the description. Highly recommend going and subscribing because his content is very good. Uh, Surprised that he doesn't have more subscribers. I'm being real with you. You deserve more. And
I
so,
I appreciate that.
you can go ahead, just like say whatever you want. Talk about your YouTube channel real quick. Whatever. Plug any social media. I don't care. Just go ahead, go off. I really don't care.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah.
So, yes, I am just BetaKick. I am a VTuber. I stream mostly on Twitch, but I also stream over on Kick sometimes as well.
Hmm.
I kind of have two different vibes going when it comes to that. But on YouTube, I mainly create a lot of funny moment content. But I also have another channel where I intend to do a larger variety of content, commentaries such as, Moth here does,
Yeah.
but along with a bunch of other stuff. I'm always
Hmm.
open to ideas when it comes to that.
Yep.
But mainly funny moment stuff. I would say I have like a weekly schedule, but that's kind of falling apart again.
No, I feel you. It's difficult to stay on stuff like that. It really is.
Oh, absolutely. But
Yeah.
I can assure you that the content that I put out, it'll be something that you can watch at any point in time.
Hmm.
If you like CD, you'll like me.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a great way of putting it. C Day. Shit. Now I do get a C Day vibe from you. Wow. I never thought of that. I never thought of that. Or like what were the other ones back in the day?
Fearless,
Fearless.
fucking
Yeah.
Noah
Fearless.
still does
Noah's
stuff
not.
too. But
I haven't seen
really not
anything
a
from
fan of
Noah's
his
Noah.
style. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I haven't really seen Noah's Noah in a hot minute. But yeah, so that's Beta Kick. Great guy, great YouTuber. Go subscribe to him. He deserves the attention 100%. Um and yeah, that's all I guess that you have to say. I don't know if you have a Twitter. I know you
Oh
have a
well,
Twitter.
yeah, I am on Twitter. I'm also on TikTok.
Mhm.
I and I'm really neglectful when it comes to TikTok, and when it comes to
I
me and Twitter, I right now the main thing you're gonna see on my page is me freaking out about JoJo because that's my
JoJo,
current fucking
yes.
obsession.
Yeah. I'm so happy you got into JoJo because I swear it was like I've recently been getting into Jujutsu Kaisen just because of Fortnite. I think I said that in a video.
Yeah,
Um
same.
wasn't it I don't want to say it was me who told you to watch JoJo, but I want to say I'm probably one of the people who got it like in your head that you should watch it. I don't know if I am, but
If anything, you're one of the people that are like hyping me up to keep
oh yeah, yeah,
going.
yeah. Keep going, dude.
Dude, I
I
don't even
love
want to stop. I
JoJo.
just started like the second season of part two.
Yeah, yeah. You're on what is it? Stardust Crusaders at the moment.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
finished like the first season of Stardust Crusaders.
All right. Yeah, because I was gonna say you just said part two, but that's part three.
Wait, it's part three.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, oh yeah, fuck 'em.
Yeah. No, it goes Phantom Blood, Battle Tendency, and then Stardust Crusaders.
Oh wait, yeah.
So you're
It's
good.
so weird how they have it labeled.
Yeah. No, you're good. It's because they're all like different from each other, which is so fucking cool about JoJo and all that.
Oh
I
yeah,
should
I
I
love
should
it,
say
love
you
it.
are allowed to swear. I swear openly on my channel all the time. I think you know that. That is
It
allowed.
might be a little.
It is a little just a little late, but we're good. Um, God, I want JoJo in Fortnite.
Oh
I
god,
want JoJo in
please, dude.
Fortnite.
I'm literally never going to take.
Yeah,
I'm literally
no.
never gonna take off Joseph. I'm wearing him all the
Joseph.
time.
What if it's like the old man Joseph though? Would you still
If
use
they
it?
are, yes, absolutely. I don't care. Like, I don't care if like their hitboxes are huge because they're fucking huge in game. Like,
I
not in
mean,
game, but like in the anime. I don't
hitboxes
care if I
don't.
can't see shit.
I mean,
I don't
hitboxes
care.
don't change in general. So like that's just a myth. It's just the
No, I know. Like when it
bulkiness.
comes to hitboxes, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like what you see when like you aim
Yeah,
down sights
no.
or whatever.
It's like an Iron Man Zero situation, you know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't give a fuck. I would
Fair,
not.
dude. I want Jotaro. I want Jotaro. I want Jolene too. I love
Oh
Jolene.
yeah, Jolene would be dope too.
Yeah, you haven't gotten there yet though. You will. At the pace you're going, you're probably gonna be done with part 3 in like a matter of days, dude. Like I have never seen someone binge an anime so fast. Like
Dude, like
genuinely.
if you would have met me in high school, oh my god, I would have watched this fucking anime like 2 or 3 times over at this point.
No,
Like
I
through
already
the
have.
entire
No, I already
series.
have. I agree. I haven't watched it in like a year or two because I was addicted. Back in like 2020, I think it was when I first watched it. My friend, he's also been on the podcast, Neurosoul. He was telling me, he was like, "Yo, JoJo's sick," and I'm like, "Really?" And so I just randomly checked it out, and boom, addiction. Like it was that fast. It was that fast. Great anime though, and I'm just genuinely surprised it's not even in Fortnite. I'm surprised One Piece isn't in Fortnite
Yeah, I
of all
really
animes.
figured, especially with all the hype that One Piece has
Uh
had,
huh.
especially over the like last year or two. Oh my lord, well, how
Oh
have they
yeah.
not made a move yet?
Yeah, no, that surprises me. I've seen some people saying that they think that because they're doing like a live action one that they want it, but I'm like, I don't want that because then it would be the live action version, and I
That's
don't
my
want that.
big concern with that rumor. Yeah, me neither. Like, I think if they're gonna do a fucking collab with One Piece, they have to base it on the anime.
No,
Otherwise,
they
it's gonna be
have
so
to.
weird.
They definitely have to. But yeah, no, JoJo and Fortnite. I don't see it happening unless something else happens. I guess there might have been a rumor. One of my friends randomly told me this that they tried to get JoJo, but they turned them down. Like the studio turned Epic down. I don't believe that. I
Oh,
don't
I hope
believe
not.
that because I have not seen anything about that, and
Yeah, I feel like that would have been like huge
that's
news.
something that like the bigger leakers would have said. They would have been like, "This collab was canned or not happening," because there was the whole thing with Samus Aran, and
Yeah,
they were
it was.
like, Nintendo were doing this in specific. Everybody was saying that, so I feel like if something like JoJo got rejected, then we would have heard about it from like a bigger
Yeah,
leaker. So
absolutely. I
I'm
still hate what Nintendo's terms and what
no,
like
yeah,
having like Nintendo IPs in the game
oh
is gonna
yeah, I hate it too.
like so much.
I really hate it. But what can you do? You know, I mean, I still want to see Mario in Fortnite one day because I think it'd be
Bro,
funny.
like let
But
me get like Breath of the Wild Link, please. Or Breath of the Wild Zelda. Yes, it's Breath of the Wild Zelda. I would
no,
kill for
yeah,
as a skin.
or like the Tears of the Kingdom version, or even just have that as like an alt or something like that. I don't know. I want Samus. I want Samus. I like Metroid. I really like Metroid, so
Literally
naturally I
one of
would.
like my first, I guess, first person shooters
Are you talking
slash
about Metroid Prime?
platformers. Yeah, the Prime
Yeah,
series. That's
Prime.
the first
Yeah,
Metroid game I've ever played. Really.
that's sick. My first one was what was it? I think it was Super Metroid on the SNES. I think that was my first one.
Ooh,
So
Metroid,
I went in
interesting.
head first, dude. Super Metroid's such a good game. Such a good game. And then I love Dread. If you haven't played Dread, you have to play it. It's really good.
I actually have not played Dread yet.
Uh
When it comes to me and Metroidvanias, it's something that I have to already have like been invested in like
yeah, I
this
feel you.
that side of the series or something like that.
Have you ever played Hollow Knight?
I have not. I've been tempted to,
It's
but I have
so
not.
good. It's so good. You would love it. Yeah, really good games there. Yeah, Samus and Fortnite. Anyways, because I'm running out of random shit to say now, I'm gonna just start this off to start up some stir because guys, there may be a debate incoming here, and I'm gonna keep it as mature as humanly possible because I feel like it's fair to have a very mature adult debate, especially on this channel. Let's talk about season 3, like wilds
Oh
in
boy.
general.
Oh boy.
um, if I remember correctly, you said you weren't really a fan of this one.
Yeah, I really believe like of all the seasons we've had in a while, I don't really think I've enjoyed this one very much. Like there's only been like maybe 3 seasons out of
Yeah, no,
all,
there's
okay,
only
maybe 4
been. Oh, you're
that I
talking
just
about
didn't
like
like.
out of every season. Okay, my bad.
Oh yeah, out of every season that
Yeah,
like whenever I played in it, I eventually got to the point where there was like no motivation. Like even like I would say like throughout like other seasons, I've had like during the down period where there's nothing really interesting going on, or the updates are kind of lacking. I would still be able to find some kind of fun, but
yeah.
when it comes to this season, I got nothing. There's really nothing really that
Not
stands
even
out to
with
me.
like Jujutsu Kaisen or anything.
Okay, but like, see, when
Like,
it comes to the Jujutsu Kaisen collab, that was something that I did find interesting. That
okay, that's fair.
was
You're
some fun
talking
that I
about
found.
as a whole, like mid-season and all that. Okay.
Yo, yeah, like as a whole, start of the
So
season was strong. Then as it went on, I would partially blame this on like Epic going on vacation.
no, but they
That I
deserve
didn't mean to
that.
do
They
that.
deserved a
Yeah,
vacation. So
no,
I can't be mad at that. My thoughts, and I've said this on the channel, but I'm gonna get a bit deeper here since I'm able to. I don't think this season's as bad as some people think it is, and my thought process is, yeah, the summer event was trash. Like I'm not defending that in any way. That was a horrible event. Epic Games needs to do better with their
yeah, I didn't
seasonal
even think
events
that
like
was an
that.
event. It did not feel like
It
one at
didn't even
all.
feel like one. They involved literally like 2 items, and they weren't even useful. And one of
And
them
they
was
spray
literally a
painted
reskin.
rocks.
The
They spray
fucking
painted
they
rocks.
spray painted rocks, dude. Like I can't defend them there. And the spray paint is still there. That's what's funny. Like
So it feels even less like an event. It's like it's just
literally, like
it's there.
they literally just randomly changed it. But yeah, like outside of this summer event, which I mean, I'm not mad at Epic Games for taking a break or anything. They deserve it. They work really hard on the game. They work really hard in general. They
Yeah, when it
fully
comes to
deserved
like
it.
patches, they fix bugs relatively quickly
Yeah,
compared
they
to like
do.
a lot of other
The
games,
literally
especially COD.
the only exception to that was like Chapter 4, Season 1. That was one hell of a buggy mess. I don't even know what was happening there. But
Yeah,
like that was such a weird period. But I'm not
but
gonna
low
get.
key, it was still a base.
No,
It was
yeah,
so
it
fun
was an
when I got
alright
there. Like,
season. It was an alright season. I didn't hate it, but it felt a little rushed at the start. But back to season 3 because
yes,
that's the topic.
yeah.
Um, I generally think like those first 2 weeks were okay. I didn't think much of them. I was kind of in a very confused state at the time where I didn't know if I liked or disliked the season. Um, you can even follow that because I did like the whole 1 week in, 5 weeks in kind of thing. I'm doing that next season as well. Um, where I kind of gave my thoughts at different periods of the season. And halfway in, I wasn't really feeling it. And I think that's what the majority felt because that was like right during the summer update. And it was like right around the time when the Meowscles thing was coming out. Speaking of, I do not like this battle pass that we have, like, or that we got this season. I thought it was awful.
I I can I don't really like. I don't entirely agree. I
Okay,
feel
that's
like
fair.
the worst thing I would say is the problem with this battle pass. Like, I think it's solid, but there's only a couple skins that like you're gonna really see beyond this season.
Like
Era is definitely one
I
of them.
fully think that the one skin that I'm gonna see probably all the time so is Mariposa, which pisses me off because that's like my least favorite skin in the past. I hate
I
Dynamo.
actually have not seen very many people wear that skin
I've
lately.
seen it so much and I hate it. Um, I think the best skin in the past is Era.
Same.
Looks
I
like one of my
absolutely
OCs.
agree.
Based. Good.
Oh, and Optimus Prime is probably gonna last
No,
because he's
yeah,
Optimus Prime. Everyone's
people
gonna
like
run that
Transformers.
forever.
People like Transformers. I did watch the new movie the other day. It was really bad. It was really bad. But it was like so bad that it was like enjoyable, you know? Like it was comically bad. I guess is a good way of putting it.
It's like one of those shows that's like literally it's so bad, but that it becomes guilty pleasure
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, that's exactly what it was. Like me and my mom were watching it, and we were just dying of laughter the whole time because of how bad it was. Really funny movie, just because of how bad it is. But yeah. Optimus Prime, I fuck with him. I think I like his design as well in the movie. It's more like the older designs for the characters from like the cartoons back in the day. I remember those. And
Yeah, for me, that's probably like the only real attachment that I probably have to Optimus Prime.
yeah, for sure. Um, I mean, what was it? Lorenzo? I mean, he's okay.
Yeah, he literally,
Eh,
when it comes to Lorenzo, the only thing that is going to give him any memorability, I think, is just the fact that like he has tie, like he seems like he has ties to Renzo from like last.
yeah,
That's it.
and Renzo is the better skin, and everybody knows that.
Yeah, no one's going to disagree.
No, no one's
Absolutely
gonna
not.
disagree unless they're just stupid. I don't know. Renzo is legit. Like I just love him. He's a little guy. That's how I
He's
see
just
him. He's a
he's just
little.
way more interesting as
I
a skin.
see him.
Renzo is
I see
well,
him
Lorenzo. So
as a funny like cartoon villain who does scandalous things around
he
Mega City.
literally is.
That
He's
is how I
literally a
see
cartoon
him,
villain.
and I love it. I love it. Maybe that's just me, and it's not just me. You just agree with me, but still, I love it. And then of course Highwire. I people know at this point that I like Highwire a little much, just a little too much, a little too much. I won't get into it.
SMP.
I won't get into it.
Sorry, some guy caught my throat. I need some water.
Shit.
But I mean, I
Yeah.
get it though. I get it. We,
Yeah. No.
we we stick together. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, but Lorenzo's okay. I don't see myself using him much. Trace was kind of cool. Trace was kind of cool. Thought it
Oh
was
yeah,
cool.
he has a unique design. I would say. I know there's like a. I have a few friends who are actually pretty attached to him. I
Yeah,
would
I would
say
actually
just
say that
because like
he's
physical similarities.
yeah, I would say that he's underrated actually. I think he's
I would agree.
pretty good.
I would actually agree.
Uh I honestly kind of forget the other ones other than what is it? Meowscles?
Yeah,
Why was he the secret skin?
I
Why?
really don't understand why either.
Why?
I literally Meowscles should have been in like I, where would you even place Meowscles in
Like
this battle
level
pass? Because
60ish or something like he was in chapter 2 season 2.
I would say either there or like the level 28.
Yeah, something like that. I can't even think anymore just because of how the battle pass system is now with the pages. I'm like, oh, what page is it on? I just don't know. They could have replaced him with like relic or something, or hell, even Doctor
Relic.
Sloan.
Oh yeah, Relic probably should have been like the tier 100, and like
I
Optimus
don't.
Prime should have been like the
Yeah, it should have been like
fucking
Doom Guy,
secret. Ye-
or just like what's his face, Aaron Yeager. I've never watched AOT. I really should.
I should. I started like when it was airing on Toonami. After that, I dropped it.
Oh man.
But that's a topic for another time.
Yeah. All right, but yeah. Battle Pass aside, I'm not a huge fan of it. But that's okay. Uh, I generally think gameplay this season was fine. It wasn't like mind fuckingly boring or bland or anything. I thought we got some decent weapons. Thermal DMR is pretty fun. I love the Mammoth
God,
pistol. I
the
love the
Mammoth
Mammoth
pistol
pistol.
is literally the
It
saving
is.
grace. It is
It
it is the
is.
staple weapon of the
It
season, and
is. And
nobody
if
is
they
changing my
remove it next
mind.
season, if they remove it, I'm going to be sad. I am going to
I
cry. I mean,
They're absolutely gonna remove it. They're gonna.
they're
I know
probably
they're
going
going
to
to, and I
because
hate it because like fucking the Havoc is still here.
hmm
I feel like if it's either gonna be the Mammoth or the Flapjack.
Mammoth or please get rid of the flapjack. I actually don't like the flapjack. I'm not gonna lie.
For
Not a
me,
fan.
it's grown on me, but at the same time, I don't care. It can leave.
Yeah,
It can
no, it
go.
can
Don't
it
care.
can go. Thermal DMR. I don't care if that stays. Get rid of
I
the drum shotgun. Get rid of the drum shotgun. Why that
it,
was the biggest L the season's taken in my opinion outside of the summer event. Drum shotgun.
mm,
Why?
I think I can agree with you on that.
I
I feel like the biggest flop of the season would probably be like I feel like okay with the drum, I got really mixed feelings on that because It's good for early game or in zero build when you're just like mindlessly pushing a team.
Hmm.
But like aside from that, in builds, you're not gonna fucking use that thing. You're
No,
just asking to
everybody's gonna be
50-50 and
using.
die.
Everybody's either gonna be using Havoc or Pump, which is fair. Speaking of, Sharptooth. Shit, Sharptooth shotgun is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Speaking
I
of
like it.
that, that is literally the flop of the season.
Really, the Sharptooth.
Like it's not bad. It's not a bad gun, but with the way Epic they if they really want to keep some if they want the hype, they should have just unvaulted the pump again.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I was just happy to have a more consistent pump, I think is all it was for me. It just
Oh
feels
no,
more
I totally get it.
consistent than the Havoc to me. I like both shotguns though. I
Oh yeah, they're
do
both
think
great.
that it would have been better to just like vault the Havoc and unvault the OG pump, but they don't want to do that. It's Epic Games. They don't
Yeah,
want to do that.
I feel like instead of
Also,
bringing the drum, they could have just brought the lever like they ended up
oh
doing.
yeah, lever. I was just about to get to that. Vaulting the Maven for the lever was a good choice in my opinion. I prefer the lever personally.
I hmm.
I know it's not everyone's thing. I know. I think it
Oh
just
no, no,
depends
no.
on your playstyle.
No, it absolutely does.
Yeah,
I have mixed feelings about that one
yeah,
because,
I feel
like,
you.
on one hand, I think it was a good replacement for sure.
Maven's good.
Faster
Yeah.
fire rate and larger spread
Hmm.
can compete with like the Havoc, kind of.
Yeah, especially if you know how to
Uh,
use it.
yeah, I would say like the issue you're gonna have with using that, it's just like the range that the Havoc has.
That's true.
You have to get close in the first place.
That and the Sharptooth's range is really good too. So it's like 2 against 1.
Yeah, I feel like with the addition of the sharp tooth and the lever, I feel like this the shotgun pool is kind of weird.
It's weird. It's not as bad as like a Chapter 3 season. Season 4 had the best of all 4 of those, by the way.
Literally,
But
oh my god.
um,
Bring back my
Chapter
fucking
3
chrome shotgun,
shotguns, like, listen,
please.
listen. I can no longer look people in the face normally if they ever say that Chapter 3 shotguns were good because I never liked the striker pump and I hated the auto shotgun. And it
The
felt like for the
auto scares
first 2
me.
seasons all we had were spray weapons. And then season 3, I don't even know what was going on in Vyben's loot pool, to be honest with you. It was
Season
so
three's
bloated.
loophole was
It was so
something.
bloated.
I don't
Yeah, it
even.
was.
Nothing really. I can't remember any specific weapon from
Yeah,
that
no,
that we
I
got aside from the
can't.
grapple glove. That was the only thing we got
No,
that
the
like.
grapple glove was good. I like the grapple, and there was the Dragon Ball stuff, but I guess that doesn't really count
Oh,
because that was just an event item. But still,
even still, it's something.
yeah, it's
I think
something.
that's probably like the saving grace of that season.
Oh, for sure, Dragon Ball, 100%. I like the map changes. Again, uh, quick note here: I am a Chapter 3 defender. Always will be. I love the map, but I will agree that the loot pool for like 2 seasons straight, well, more like 3 actually, was very hit or miss and not very
Yeah, I would
fun.
say like when it comes to the weapons that like were automatic, it was
Oh yeah,
all pretty
and the
solid,
assault
pretty
rifles
iconic.
were really shit too. I'm not gonna lie, I hated the Ranger. Ranger was.
Uh,
I know you like the Ranger. I'm not mad. I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm just saying I would have rather had the AK. I would
I
have
mean,
rather had
no,
the
I get
AK.
that. I can agree. Like the AK, I would say is probably like
Hmm.
it sounds better, it feels better.
It does more damage.
I
It's
think
just the
it does
bloom.
actually.
It's just the
Yes,
bloom.
literally the bloom is the deciding factor for me between
That
the AK and the Ranger.
and like having the MK and the Stinger SMG in the same loot pool was
Cringe.
not a good decision.
Just
It
that's
wasn't
just
like I still had fun with the game, but like why?
spray
Why would
fights
you
are
do
so
that?
not it. It's just not it.
Nah. That's why season 4 was peak. Evo Chrome shotgun, lever shotgun, hammer assault rifle, Cobra
Yeah.
DMR, all that shit. So good. Anyways,
So
we're getting so
yeah.
off
Back
track right now.
so yeah, we went back in time, bro.
I'm sorry. I like talking about chapter 3. I'm sorry.
No, I get it because like fucking, it was honestly like while I and I'm gonna keep saying this. I will put it behind chapter two. I
I
still think it was
understand.
like when it comes to gameplay, it was solid.
It was
It was a
solid.
solid chapter.
I do think that every chapter is solid in to an extent. I know I'm a chapter 2 hater, and I always say that there's only really two good chapter 2 seasons, that being season 2 and season 7.
But
But
you already have like your own. You have decent personal reasons
no,
for that.
yeah, I have personal problems for that I'm not going to get into right now. But genuinely speaking, those and I it's like so crazy because I love season 7. I regard it as my favorite season of all time. Yet I don't like chapter 2 as a whole. Yeah, I mean even season 8 was okay. I'll give it that. It was okay with the cubes and all that. It was all right. Had a
Oh
good
yeah,
end of it. Had a good end of it. But
agreed.
season 3,
Back on track. The chapter,
back
yeah.
on track. I
With
think
this present.
and this is my take. Ever since the Futurama update, I've been really enjoying the game. That's just me. I already missed the ray gun because that's my baby, and
That thing was low key kind of
it was
busted.
kind of busted if you knew how to use it. Yeah, skins were great, and then of course Jujutsu Kaisen, great collab.
I
And then there's
feel
the
like
whole. We have more storyline stuff this season too. It's been way better than Mega, if you ask me.
I'll agree for sure.
Like with Doctor Sloan and the apparatus and all that. Very good storyline progression there. It felt a little slow for a bit there. Again, blame the summer event, but I thought things were pretty good for the most part, story wise. I don't really have much to complain about. That's just
I
me
feel
though.
like the only issue I've ever had recently with like the storyline and how it's being told is just the like environmental storytelling that we used to have is like falling off.
I was
That's about
thinking,
it.
okay, I was thinking about that the other day. Uh, it seems as though with Chapter 4, that Epic Games was going in a more quality over quantity approach, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with. I want to make that clear, but that's not an excuse to not do little environmental changes over the course of the season. Like, I'm not asking for like a big, massive new POI. I'm not asking for Season
Yeah,
X2. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for little stuff that kind of pushes things along.
yeah, especially like around the end of the season where
Oh
like,
yeah,
we're
especially.
expecting like small things to change to build
Hmm.
up what we're about to transition into.
And I
That's something
like
I
what
think
they're
was like important.
doing in game right now with the
Yeah, with
apparatus. I
the
think it's pretty
apparatus.
good.
Yeah.
They've been doing a good job with that, and Doctor Sloan and all that. And I like how they're already hinting at like Jones coming back and like
Oh God, I hope
all this stuff.
so.
I think
I
he
miss
is
it.
coming back though next season. I'm really excited for it if it actually happens. And I have a good feeling about season 4. Great segue, by the way. Phenomenal segue just then. I think
Mhm,
season
mhm.
4 has potential, and I'm just saying potential. I can't confirm nor deny it quite yet because we're not in it yet. I
Yeah.
think it has potential to be the best season of the chapter.
Yeah,
I
I
really think it
really
does.
expect they're gonna really like swap up the formula to how like they've been handling the last few seasons.
Yeah.
Especially with this coming around to to be like the bigger holiday seasons.
Hmm.
Those usually go hard as fuck.
I've always said this,
So
and there's one exception to this rule. Actually, two exceptions.
this is-
Halloween
yeah,
seasons are always really good. The
yeah,
exceptions to
cosmetics,
this, the
gameplay.
exceptions to this, in my opinion, are the Marvel season in Chapter 1, Season 6. Because, first of all, I I'll admit I was like 13 years old when the original Season 6 came out. I hated the challenges, and that made me uninstall. I'm not even joking. And then I came back a season later when they added planes, and I was like, ooh, funny plane. Because apparently planes are just key to bringing a child back. And then the Marvel season. I'm not a Marvel fan. It's that
Oh no,
simple.
I see where you're coming from with
No,
that. For
yeah, I'm not a
me,
Marvel fan.
the only thing I didn't like about the Marvel season, really, if I'm gonna be honest, I just hated the battle pass. That was the
No,
only thing that really
that's
ruined it for
that's
me.
such a fair argument that I will always agree with. I hated that battle pass so much. I don't like collabs and battle passes in general, to be honest with you, but
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna
eh,
do that, make it like
make it more like a,
something that
a
people can just.
timed exclusive. It can come back to the shop kind of thing. And if you get it in the past, you can still get like super styles and stuff for it if they do that. But I still just generally don't like collabs being in the past at all. It pisses me off because now no people aren't going to be able to get Optimus Prime, or
Yeah, and
Darth
this
Vader
literally, yeah, like those are like stable characters.
or
It's
Spider
kind of,
Gwen. Like I would cry if I missed out on Spider Gwen, dude.
oh yeah,
I would
that would have been
literally
like.
be bawling my eyes out because that is legitimately probably my favorite Spider-Man character is Spider Gwen.
But being back on track about our predictions for season
Yeah,
4,
season
as
four.
we're doing it
I'm
again.
sorry for getting off track. I like talking. Um, season 4, vampires. I want to see vampires. That's it. Well, that's not it,
Uh,
but I do think that well, I know it was leaked that there's gonna be a vampire boss for Fortnite, which has me hyped. Very
I'm
hyped.
wondering what are the mechanics of that boss going to be. It's probably going to be the usual,
Shoot
like I
them.
yeah, just shoot them. They shoot back at you until one of you dies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if they're gonna have like a kind of special summoning thing, kind of like the fucking like squid guy back in like chapter.
What was his face? The Inquisitor.
Yeah, the Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. I would love to see them try that again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I liked that POI that he was in too. What was it, Grim Gables? I loved it.
Yeah, I think it
It
was.
was great.
Yeah, I just love laying there all the time. That was such fun
Oh yeah,
playing.
for real.
But I like seeing that, and like they had, if you remember, like the survey sheet they put out, there was a lot of skins that could be put into that season.
Mm-hmm.
May not be in the past, but like there's a lot of opportunity there. And like if I remember right, at the start of this chapter, one of the like Amy, I think the like
Yeah,
AI
Amy.
besides that. Yeah, she mentioned that like the fucking seven were like twisted and some
Oh
shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah, they're gone. If you remember, and I'm sure you know the lore of this game. I'm sure you know that the Herald is associated with the last reality.
Yeah.
She pretty much kidnapped the seven and with the Chrome, and we just haven't really heard from them since. But we know they're alive because Amy was able to track down the scientist signal. So I would like to see them return, but like as a twisted kind of like alternate version. The
Yeah, that's
only
what I'm
the
expecting,
only
and I'm hoping.
caveat here, and I'm sorry for cutting
No,
you
you're
off.
good. You're good. You're good.
The only caveat is there's two members that we don't know what happened to them, and those members are the Foundation and the what's her face, the Order.
Paradigm.
The Order. Paradigm is presumably dead, which I am actually okay with. That sounds bad, but I'm okay with it.
Nope, I get it.
Yeah, Brie Larson, am I right? No, I can't. Uh, I kind of, and this is just blind hoping. I know this is probably not going to be the case, but I kind of hope that the Foundation didn't get kidnapped and he's just off on some spiritual retreat. We know that Jones is on the island currently because during the downtime for Chapter 4, you could see him sitting in a chair just near us. So he's likely
Wait.
just stuck in the loop.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Wait. So that. Wait. So where in the world could the foundation?
uh
He might be on the island too, but like it's a matter of where.
I'm thinking either he's off doing something completely unrelated or he got kidnapped by the Crown. That's those are my assumptions. I just don't see it being anything else. But I would like to see like a twisted version of the Seven working with the Last Reality. That would be really sick. I don't think it's gonna happen next season though. If it does happen,
Yeah,
I really
which
don't.
I'm just hoping it does because I
Maybe in like
want
an
more
event.
continuity. I don't want to forget about the seven.
No, I don't either. And I mean, I'm pretty sure didn't Donald Mustard say that they would come back or something like that? Or no, that was for Midas. He said Midas isn't dead or something like
The only reason I remember Midas exists because some people wear them,
that. Yeah,
and he
Midas,
remembered the
dude.
season.
Yeah, no, that
I forget he's super. Like I forget he's even involved in the lore.
he used to be, and then a shark ate him, and apparently
Yeah,
he's
that was
alive.
funny.
I don't know. I am interested in this new character, and I was talking to you about this the other day. Kato Thorn, and I'm gonna propose my theory right now, which I already told you. Um, so there's a skin in the surveys, and it is a hairless cat in a suit, and he looks super dripped out. The
Pretty
reason
dingus.
Bingus, yes, Bingus skin. The reason I think that that's Kato Thorn. First of all, the name sounds like Kato. You can't tell me that those don't sound similar. You can't tell me. Second, he literally has a tattoo with like roses and shit on his arm. And do you know what roses have? They have fucking thorns. That's what they have. So I'm like 98% certain that that's who Kato Thorn
I can just see. I know you have a pegboard with a
is.
lot of red strings through
Oh
it.
my god, bro.
I can see it now.
And I
But
just
no, I
think
believe this though.
no, I think that it would be interesting for a new villain character to just be a hairless cat. Like, I mean, I'm here for it,
I mean, when
but
you think about it, when it comes to all great villains, they've got a cat.
yeah,
They have
no,
to.
bro.
So
It's
why not
mixing. It's mixing it together, you know. But this one's
foam making
hairless, so
sense?
it's clearly evil because nobody likes hairless cats for some reason. I mean, I like hairless cats. Look at Bingus,
Yeah,
you know, like Bingus.
seeing Bingus is turning
Yeah,
me.
Bingus. Yeah, but I just think it'd be really funny. Realistically speaking, it's probably that one like mafia looking dude with like the black suit and he has like a fedora on and red stripes and I think he has like a robot arm too. But I want it to
I
be
can't
I want it to
remember
be
what that
Bingus.
skin looks like, but I really think it might be the
I could
cat.
probably find it and send it to you, but I want it to be the cat so bad. I really
Dude,
do.
same. Because people people were mentioning that like stuff in their house was going missing, and like when I think about stuff going missing, I think of a
Cat
burglar.
burglar. Cat burglar.
Exactly, cat
Boom.
burglar.
Cat burglar.
So it all comes together.
Yeah, here's that one skin I was talking about. He looks like a mafia kind of like wearing a fedora kind of thing, just into Indians. Um,
Oh yeah,
I feel like it could be that guy too if they really just want to be lame, but just make it the cat, man. Just make it the cat. Other than that, I think didn't I post some stuff about skins I would like to see next season based off of the survey skins and such?
oh yes,
I
yes, I
think I
remember.
did. Let me see if I can find them. All I'm seeing is Scott Pilgrim stuff on my feed right now because that's all
I
I've
want
been
the Frank and
interacting with.
Kitty, please. I mean, not Frank and Kitty, Frank and Girl,
Oh yeah,
please.
yeah, yeah,
I
that
want her
one,
so bad. She's
dude.
so cute.
I also posted the one monkey skin that looks like Fire Monkey. I just think it'd be cool. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
no, like the zombie girl. Would love her. Would love her. I don't even know how she's not in the game yet. She's been in the surveys for a while now, and especially since next season is a Halloween season, and it seems to be kind of spooky with like the whole eclipse thing. You know, I think it could be a good silly skin for a pass. And then I posted a
look,
couple of others that I just would like. I don't really think they would fit in with the theme or anything, but it's just stuff I want. There's like the trash panda, like the raccoon.
ooh,
I think it'd be
I
goofy. So
love that fucking like that that fucking nickname for fucking raccoons from No Good
trash
Trash
panda.
Panda.
Yeah, I want it. I want it in game. There's also like a purple rabbit dude that's kind of like dripped out, kind of, and like futuristic stuff. There's like a sun dude. I think just looks cool. I just want unique cosmetics. Um, so I'm looking forward to next season's pass, especially with this like eclipse theme. I think it could be really interesting, and I feel like it has the potential to just be great, very great.
Yeah, we just have to see what Epic's gonna do. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna expect anything crazy when it comes to like events or anything like that. Like like we did mention, this I mean not chapter 4, season 4's recently have just been like, for the most part, bangers.
Yeah,
For
no,
the
for the
most
most
part.
part, yeah. It's like a season four blessing, like chapter one, season four, not the Marvel one, and then of course Paradise, and then this upcoming Eclipse one. I don't even know if that's the name of it, but
This is a fair assumption, though,
fair
regardless.
assumption, yeah. I think we're supposed to find out in a few days here, right? Because there's like a Twitter hashtag that's gonna go live on like the 21st or something.
Oh yeah, speaking
So
of which,
that's
we've got
Monday.
like 8 days.
I know. I'm excited. I'm super excited. to make
Absolutely
content,
same.
of course. I'm gonna be treating this one a little differently though. So in the past, with every new season, I've always stayed up like all night, and then I wake up, or no, I don't wake up. I chug an energy drink, stay up all night, get the leaks out, and then I'm super tired in the morning. Play like two to three games of the new season, and then I sleep for like 3 hours. I'm not doing that this time. I'm going to bed, and I'm getting up at like 6 or 7, probably 6:30, and then I'm gonna take some time to myself, and then I'm gonna let the game update in the background, and then I'm gonna react to everything on a video for the YouTube because I think it's more fun. It's more fun.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely agree. That's basically what I did with the start of this season for the most part.
mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like it dropped while I was at work, and I
That
was like
sucks.
working
See,
overnight,
this
so
is
it's like
why I'm
something to watch
happy.
for.
This is why I am so happy that I work in the evening because then I can wake up. You know. It's
Hmm.
very good. I don't have the day off though, unfortunately, so I might have to rush a video out, but I might just wait till the next day because I am off the next day. So whatever works. I'm still super excited though. Like I'm not, my excitement's not going to be leaving me for a while. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about season four. I know there's gonna be like a Lego collab. I don't really care for that, as
Yeah, I'm
shitty
not
as that
really super
sounds.
excited about that either.
I did not grow up with Legos. I think it's cool. It's clearly going to be big because it's
Yeah,
going
it's been
from,
rumored it's supposed to be like a mini season or something
yeah,
like
it's
that,
like a
right?
whole mini season. It's like it's just going to be big apparently, which I'm interested in, but I don't really care because I didn't grow up with that kind of stuff, nor do I really care about Legos. I thought the Lego movie was really funny, but that's my only interaction with Legos, you know? So like,
I would say like even with me, like I did grow up with Legos.
yeah,
I the only reason why I'm not excited about it is simply because it's gonna be like they're gonna be dedicating a large period of time to another collaboration,
Legos.
which I've just kind of had enough of
I'm
personally.
okay. Yeah, I'm not really into that, especially since there's only what is it? 3 other updates in the season before that. It's going to get to a point where this collab is going to drop and then BR is likely just going to have nothing. Unless they do like hotfix updates, which I'd be okay with. There's literally going to be nothing during November.
They have to have something planned. Like they've gotta like do.
Hmm.
They
They
have to do
have to
something.
have something because this season's going to be long. I don't
But
know how
it's
to
supposed
feel
to be a
about
month or
that.
so.
Um, it's supposed to go through December 1st because the end of season event. Yes, we're finally getting an event. Thank fuck, is going to be on December 2nd, according to leaks. And that's a Saturday, so I believe it. I'll be off for that. BT Dubs. I'll be able to make the event. Thank God. And so I'm just like, so what are we doing in November? Because it's obvious that in October we're gonna have Fort Nightmares, and then through September, I mean, we're probably gonna have the initial season update, which will keep us good for a while, and then another one after that, which will keep us good for a while, and then we're probably gonna get Fort Nightmares. I just want to know how they're gonna balance it, especially with November. I'm kind of like scared for November. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. It's gonna be like another one of those times
Where it's kind of like
like
a lull
nobody's gonna
period and
want to play
nobody
the
is going to
game.
want to play it, which is fine. I mean, I have other games, Team Fortress 2 I've been into lately. I could speedrun Scott Pilgrim versus the World again. What else? I have a lot of other things. I just can't think right now of every damn thing.
Yeah, I would say like having like that's one saving grace I would say is like at least when it comes to like these down periods of seasons,
Having
it
other
gives you time to
games to
play other games.
play, yeah. But and another thing I'm worried about is content. For YouTube, especially for like a lull period like that. That's definitely
Oh yeah,
worrying.
especially if you're
But
like you mainly do Fortnite content, it's really gonna be rough.
yeah,
You're gonna
but
have
who
to
knows? Maybe
try.
maybe the Lego thing will be really fucking cool, and I'll just be blown away. Who the hell knows? But I'm mainly a BR creator. I mean, I make creative maps, but I don't really base my YouTube content off of creative. I should say, and I'm gonna plug this right now. For my own BR map, Legends BR, new season coming out September 1st. Be sure to check it out, you guys. That's all. But I mainly cover Fortnite BR. I don't cover creative or save the world or anything of that sort.
Which I
So
don't think there's any like save the world creators that are doing
no,
good when it comes to
really,
create like
really,
save the
really
world
no.
content
Save the
right
world's
now.
boring. I don't feel bad saying that. It's really boring. Um,
No, I'm sure they would agree.
like I don't know, man. I feel like if November is really boring, then YouTube's gonna suck, and then I'm gonna have to go into other things and do a bunch of other shit, and I don't want to do that. I want to cover a game that I mainly cover and other things because well, actually no, because Mario Wonder comes out in October, so obviously I'm gonna be busy with that too. What am I
Wait, what
saying?
is that? I
It's
have
a
not heard about that.
it's a new 2D Mario platform that actually looks really good, like really really good. It's not like the new
Oh
Super
shit.
Mario Brothers stuff. Dude, I you should watch my reaction after this. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I
Yeah, because like I
cried,
didn't
cried.
even know there was a new Mario game like coming
Dude, there's
around.
several, dude. It's crazy. There's several.
God
Uh
damn! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I think I remember this now.
okay, so they're remaking Super Mario RPG, which is phenomenal. Like a complete like overhaul. And then they're making a new Princess Peach game, which I'm interested in because I'm the Mario guy.
Really? I
And
don't think
then
Peach has ever had a game in the series. Now
oh
that we
no,
think
she
about it,
has. It was bad. It was called Super Princess Peach. It was bad. It was really bad.
it
Um,
must have been because I have never heard of it, and I was following Mario lore for a little bit.
lore
Excuse me, a
what?
little bit.
Okay. Um, and then they're uh releasing an HD version of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which I my reaction to that is priceless. I'm just saying. Uh, that game was a big part of my childhood, so seeing it getting a essentially a remake on Switch is huge. And then of course Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which looks phenomenal, like phenomenal. So I'll send you all that stuff after we're done recording here. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just worried for October. Anyways, I'm gonna segue into the next Fortnite topic. Chapter 5.
I'm hoping that like some of the mechanics that have been in the files that have been worked on are gonna make their way into this chapter because
Wall
there's mention
running,
of wall
wall
running.
kicking, hurtling is
First
coming back.
person is probably gonna be
Hurtling
the biggest thing.
hurtling will be back in chapter 5 and they're changing it a little bit.
Yeah, I heard like one thing they were gonna be changing is like hurdling or like near like cliff edges and stuff like that was gonna be changed.
Yeah, like you're not going to hurtle off of ledges or anything anymore, which is good. They're
Oh,
also
agreed.
changing it so you can enable a manual option, meaning that you don't automatically hurtle over stuff, which is another good change. Um, so it's chapter 5 is going to be movement related. I want first person and wall running out of everything else. I want those two things
Yeah,
because
same. Because
and
like first person mode is gonna be a
it's
huge,
going to bring in a
huge shift
lot
for
of
the game.
players who don't like third person. It's going to bring in so many, which is a good thing.
I
Um,
would say that only issue, the only concern I have with that is there's gonna be a huge, because like I would say a big problem that you know just gaming in general suffers from right now, and it's probably going to for a while is following meta. It
yeah.
doesn't matter, like, and I blame skill-based matchmaking for this.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for
following
sure.
meta is gonna be a big thing in for like, there's probably gonna be a massive divide on people that play either third person or first person.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's already. I mean, I wouldn't say that the zero build to build mode divide is as big as we thought it would be. I feel like it
Oh,
was bigger
definitely
in
not.
chapter 3, but like I see more people playing builds nowadays when you look at the numbers, which is kind
Oh
of
yeah.
crazy to me. But it's still fairly even, and I don't really think anyone hates anyone if they're playing zero build or builds, which is a good thing.
Oh,
So
agreed. I really that was something I figured would be like an issue, but I think like the worst you get out of that is like, oh, you like I don't really feel like playing zero build or that kind of thing.
yeah,
That's the
it's not
whole
a big issue. It's not as
yeah.
big of an issue as I thought it would be. I can see first person and third person being a bit of an issue, especially if they make first person a thing that you toggle and not its own mode. I don't see in that situation first person being as viable unless it's like a movement thing, like maybe wall running is easier in first person or like the movement in general is better. I don't know. So maybe
I
in
feel like
zero
it's
build it would
definitely
be
gonna be a
better.
toggleable thing.
Like
It's probably gonna be, yeah.
I feel like in
In
zero
zero build,
build,
probably.
especially if the movement is better in first person, then the zero build would be just first person exclusive at that point. But I don't see it being very good in builds, to
Oh
say
yeah,
the
it's
least.
probably gonna be a nightmare in builds unless like
I would
maybe it's so.
probably throw up. Like
Yeah, because just imagine build fighting in first person.
oh
I've tried building when it was like a bug that you could do,
yeah,
and
no,
holy shit, dude, nah, it's not
it's
it. It's
bad.
not
It's
it.
bad. It's really really bad. I mean, even in Save the World, you can go and toggle it right now, and it's bad.
Oh yeah, it's always been bad in Save the World though,
So I mean, yeah,
unfortunately.
so it's probably gonna be better. I do hope that that comes in chapter 5, though. I also hope the map is good. I love the chapter 4 map a lot. I feel like it's one of the most varied maps we've ever had, with so many unique locations and biomes and stuff, and it just looks unique and stands out to the other like 3, which all look similar to an extent at least. But I will say I kind of hope that there's less like high ground, low ground type things.
Oh yeah, that's literally one big issue I have
That's
with
the
like this
biggest
current season.
issue with the chapter in general, because I remember in season 1 that was an issue, and it still is, especially this season, since the jungle is literally in like a giant
It
pit
is a death
practically.
pin. It
It
is
is
a
a
death
death.
pin, especially for zero build. Like in builds, you can manage it, but like zero build, let a team be sitting on
Even
that
in
ledge.
builds, when you're in the jungle, I don't know if it's just me, but I get like FPS drops in that thing.
Oh
So
no, no, you definitely do, because like there's supposed to be rain in
so
there.
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like fighting in the jungle all that much. I don't like the foliage or anything of that sort. I do like how interactive it is. That's all I can really say, is that I like how it looks and I like the interactivity. I don't like playing in it. And
I think I can
I
agree with you.
typically just stay on height whenever I'm in that area. Like I floor fighting is just shit in
It is a
general.
literal nightmare because like it's so easy to lose people, and there's so many different like angles that someone can
Hmm.
pop up from.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
a
just
nightmare to fight
difficult.
in.
That in I mean, you don't play bot lobbies that often, but genuinely, I've played several bot lobbies where a bot can see me through like foliage, but I can't see them. And
Yes, a
I'm like,
nightmare.
how is that allowed?
Like imagine
Genuinely.
like you run into someone who's got a fucking eagle eye and like
Oh
a
shit,
thermal
or
or
like a
something.
fucking thermal DMR or some shit like that. It's
Exactly.
so annoying. So I hope that in chapter 5 we don't really have anything like that. I do hope that they keep like these cooler, like grander map changes at the start of a season, but I hope that they bring back the like progressive map changes like you were mentioning earlier. I really
Yeah,
hope that
like
they bring that
stuff,
back.
small stuff that like insinuates that there's activity going on here.
Like
And like this is a living, breathing
genuinely,
world.
I think if we got map changes like at the start of the season, like chapter 4 season 2 with Mega City and all that, but then you still had like the smaller stuff going on, that in general it will just already be a better chapter. We don't need mid-season updates like we had in chapter 3 and chapter 1. As much as people like to reminisce on chapter 1 having those mid-season map updates, it's more stressful for Epic Games to do that, so I don't really feel like we need that. I do want for holiday events to have a little bit more. You can put up decorations around the map. It's not that difficult. It can't be. If I can do it that in the Unreal Editor, which is basically just Unreal Engine, which is what they use for Fortnite, then they can probably do the same damn thing. I don't see it being an issue.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
one reason why like when they do like the Christmas and Halloween seasons, like it's usually like a
in a
pretty easy
tiny
thing to like
little
decorate
area
everyone.
for some reason. Like you could decorate every POI with like inflatables and stuff. It's not that difficult. It can't be that difficult. And unvault more weapons, of course. Speaking
Oh
of
yes.
which, I don't really have many expectations for weapons going into seasons anymore, because I mean guns are gonna be guns. I would like to see the red eye come back next season, but for chapter 5, man, I'm gonna be real. Just bring back older weapons. I don't want the scar back. I don't think the scar is as good anymore.
Yeah, no, they
Um,
ruined it. They absolutely
they've
ruined the
ruined
scar.
it 100%. I would like to see the hammer assault rifle come back, because that's my thing. That was my thing.
Likewise,
I beamed with that
that
thing.
thing grew on me so quick.
I think we need the tac shotgun back, just in general. I would love to see the tactical shotgun come back. I think we need the OG pump back. Not like the OG one, like the chapter 2 one. I mean, I guess just like the pump
Yeah.
shotgun. I think we need it back at this point because they keep trying to remake it. The closest they've gotten is the Havoc shotgun, and I like the Havoc. I think it's pretty good, but
Yeah,
it doesn't feel
honestly,
the
the Havoc
same.
is literally the best shotgun that's in the game.
Yeah,
Period.
no, it is. It does the most damage, but it doesn't feel the same. Like it just feels a little slower. I think is a good way of putting it. And so I'm kind of like torn. So it's like you can either do slightly less damage but at a more consistent rate, or just use the Havoc and hit your shots first time, which is not something I'm good at all.
Yeah, that's
So
literally like the biggest thing when it comes to like the shotgun
mhm.
like pool right now.
Yeah,
But I would
it's
say my big thing like for chapter 5 with the again, oh my god, I cannot speak.
you're
With the
good.
addition of like running and stuff like that, I'm wondering what are they going to be doing with the map with the
Oh yeah,
POIs to make that a viable thing to use, especially when it comes to like zero
they
build.
would have to be more like condensed, you know? Like they
Yeah,
would have to be like
absolutely.
tighter, which I mean that can work, but you have to make it work in builds as well.
Which
So
and when it comes to
I
builds, you can make that work, especially when it comes to like how people will handle like build fights and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
absolutely. I feel like but it could also get annoying. What if you're doing 90s and you just stick to a wall, Like I feel like
That's a good point.
if you're playing builds, maybe it would be better to not have that like enabled or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I I am still looking forward to it. But yeah, you're right with the POIs. I wonder how they're gonna do it because I mean I think wall running would work pretty well in like Mega City. Right
Yeah,
now, I feel like especially Mega City. But
it's like
every other
with
POI on the map right now,
I mean, like the only other place I think it could function well would be like the Citadel or
Slappy Shores maybe because it's like a
yeah.
neighborhood. I don't know. We would have to
Aside from
have
that, it
some
wouldn't
really
feel
unique
very
POIs. So it does excite me in that regard, but I just don't know how they're going to handle it. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But it does excite me. There's also, and this isn't even VR, the racing mode that's been
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. That could be an I like the fact that they're like spreading they're spreading out their main modes. Because like obviously we have, Battle Royale. Everyone knows Fortnite for that at this
leaked. Oh
point.
yeah,
There's
absolutely.
Save the World, there's Creative, which can be a bunch of
And
different
now
things.
we're getting
But
like
they
a
have,
Mario Kart styled racing mode, which is
yes,
something
a
that I've been
dedicated mode for
something that I'm interested in. That and this seems like it's gonna be permanent simply because there's leaked cosmetics and stuff for said mode that you can purchase through like a battle pass.
yeah, that I think is gonna be huge. So like it's gonna be a case of like being able to pull in another part of a player base
Mm-hmm.
and giving people options to play more things that they would want to. And I feel like one reason why they're doing this is because I don't like when it comes to racing maps that are made in creative, they're
Mm-hmm.
not very popular.
No, not at
I
all.
very rarely ever hear of
The
anyone
best
making one or
one was Rainbow Rush. That's the best one because it's just Rainbow Road, and
literally.
it's just so interesting to me because it seems like something so random that they would do, yet it's kind of cool, and it kind of just makes me want imposters to come
It's crazy that they have
back.
not brought imposters back.
I
It
don't
is
know
actually
why they're
crazy
not,
they haven't
especially with
brought
like
it
the
back.
Among Us back playing and shit. Like, why'd you remove it? I
I
don't
was
know.
literally just talking to a delinquent like a few days ago. We were talking about how like for the times where we don't feel like jumping into battle royale, we want to just play and chill. Like imposters
It was
had
so
so
good.
many funny moments.
It was so
Literally,
good.
like it was the chill mode.
Yeah,
Especially if you want some funny moments involved
and
too.
so having like this racing mode there, that's exactly what this is going to be. It's going to be a chill mode for you to just kind of go and have fun in, goof off in. Because I mean, I don't know if you've played Mario Kart with friends at
Oh
all, but it
yes, yes,
is
yes.
so insanely fun every damn time. And so I'm just like, well, clearly Epic Games wants to cash in on that concept because they want to get as many players as possible. And so having all these funny collabs and then having this fun racing mode on the side and then you can play VR if you're a bit more competitive and there's creative and all of that. It's really just starting to feel more like a platform, which I understand that that's what they're trying to go for. I still
Yeah.
kind of hope they don't abandon VR. I don't think they're going to.
Oh yeah, absolutely
Especially
down. I feel
considering the
like
racing mode. It's kind of making me at ease a little bit. It's putting me at ease a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but still, I'm just really looking forward to it, and I hope that there's more stuff like this in the future too. I
oh
really do.
agreed because seeing the game get more and more fleshed out beyond just battle royale and stuff like that is honestly a huge thing.
Oh yeah, it's a
And I feel
huge.
like that was one reason why they added the BR Island to be editable
Oh
for
yeah, for
like
sure. So you can
LTMs and
make
stuff
like
like
your own
that.
LTM's and stuff, and yet nobody plays them.
Yeah, I hate that so
It is
God.
so much. You
There's so
want
much potential for
LTM's.
that.
You want LTM's. People make those older LTM's, and then you don't play them. There were literally like one-shot remakes back in
There have
Chapter
been
3,
50 v
Season 4.
50 maps,
50v50
and
maps.
there's a handful of people that play them, and it makes me so
Dude,
sad.
you could remake like Blitz or something. You could remake so much, and people just aren't. And it pisses. Like, obviously, you can't remake like The
I
Getaway or
feel I
anything
feel
of
like
that sort.
what needs to happen, Epic needs to push those more
No, they do.
over like the creative
100%.
maps that they do.
They just need to
If they
bring
got like
LTM's back, man. They just need to bring LTM's back.
yeah, that or like push like these actually like these really good ones that are being made,
These
or
unique
like
ones.
something, yes,
Like,
like attach
I have
to
a
'em or something
friend.
to
I
get
have a
them to
friend
play them and die.
who made one where every time you kill someone with a specific weapon, that weapon's rarity goes up. That might have been an LTM in the past. I don't remember, but it's really unique, and nobody's playing it.
I would put that partially just on like discoverability, because like we all know, like the discover tab in
It's bad.
the game is
It's
awful.
bad.
It's
It's
yeah,
bad. It's horrible.
terrible.
And UEFN as well, just in general, is not in a great state, at least in my opinion. I feel like it
Yeah,
needs a
the fact
lot
that
more.
like I would say like the biggest red flag when it comes to like the state of UEFN is just the fact that like some creative devices were missing
Oh
from
yeah, like there's
UEFN.
no melee designer in it yet. Um, wow, what else? There's no
A
like
huge
XP
staple.
device, no save
There's no
device.
save device. Yeah, the save device I think could have literally been a huge game. It's going to be a game changer for like UEFN.
Yeah, no, they have to add that, and of course the XP device. I know you can get playtime XP, but I feel like
Yeah, being
having
able to like dedicate that XP to certain tasks is
like,
also
oh, you
another
got
big
a kill. Here's this much XP or something along those lines would go a long way.
And I have a friend who like has an open world map that he's made, and it has so much potential. I believe he recently updated it with
Oh yeah,
UEFN, and like there's quests and stuff like that where you have to take down like these. If you play Destiny,
I have
it's
not
kind of
played
similar to that.
Destiny,
Okay, well
but
like
isn't
there's
Destiny similar to Borderlands?
I would say so. Yeah,
So yeah.
it's really like that, and it has so much potential. And with like the like capabilities of UEFN, it could
hmm
branch out to be even more of an intriguing mode. But
Yeah,
save device
no.
trouble.
UEFN, man. Like I always say this, I need another year of development. Another year or two. I understand that they put it out because people were getting impatient and it had already been a while, but still, I feel like it just needed more time in the oven. Like that's just my general thoughts, and I don't like Discovery either. Honestly, it feels like Epic Games are trying to be Roblox, and they're failing in almost every way humanly possible. I don't like Roblox. Don't get me wrong. I hate the game. I think it's a baby game, but uh, if you're trying to be like that, your better bet would literally just to be to make a separate launcher for creative and UEFN and all that, and then you can launch games from in there. Then it'll feel more like a platform instead of just, oh, I'm going into Fortnite and playing a map. It'll make it feel like you're actually going to play a game.
Actually, see, since you brought that up, that is actually something they have been like rumored to have been like working on.
So okay, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
good.
like
That's good
what they're
actually.
like, I think they've mentioned is that Save the World and Battle Royale are already separate things.
Oh yeah,
What they were
and
talking
what's
about
crazy
doing is like
too.
making creative maps their own separate thing, and you could uninstall VR if you just don't play that in the first place.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good thing actually because in general, like, what if you just want to play a specific map or something? You know, you don't really care for BR and you want to experience something else. just hit install real quick, or even hit play. It updates the thing, and then boom, you're in. You saw all your skins and stuff too. Or maybe you can even have like specific skins for specific game modes or something like that, and they're all unlockable or something along those lines. Who knows? I just feel like it'd be healthier for creative and UEFN in general if
Just
that
like
was an
longevity
actual
of the
thing.
game. And
And then when you go into Fortnite VR, you don't have discovery there or anything of that sort. Like, you're going to BR to play BR, not fucking red versus blue 2 billion or something along those lines, you know? Like, I'm just
yeah,
saying. I'm just saying it would be so much better for the game if they were to just do that. And I really hope that that rumor is true, that they are doing that. Because I mean, I don't understand why sometimes I go into the discovery tab and I have to scroll down to find BR. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, that should absolutely be like a top of the list thing. But at the
Or
same time, that creates issues when it comes to creative and like the community of like map, like just the creative community. It's a whole thing is a fucking.
it's just a mess. It's just a mess. It's always going to be a mess unless they just separate discovery from the actual playlists and stuff like that. It's just always going to be a mess. But yeah, I do hope that they do create a sort of thing. I guess I don't know. But yeah, looking forward to chapter 5, discovery, shit, all that shit. What other topics do I have? Not really anything. Um, I put outside interests on here, but I can't think of anything other than Scott Pilgrim right now.
I
I,
mean, you've got the brain rot, bro. Like after
bro,
that, when the
listen,
anime got announced, it was like
it. I took off.
you
I took off.
overhauled
I
your
overhauled
entire
everything,
profile.
bro. My fucking wallpaper is Scott Pilgrim. My Discord profile is Scott Pilgrim. My fucking I'm playing Scott Pilgrim the game. I want to reread the comics now. I don't really want to rewatch the movie or anything because, to be honest with you, the movie is kind of a subpar rendition of it. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's really good. If you like just generally good movies, you'll probably love it. But this anime is just, oh, it looks peak. Oh, it looks so peak. Science
It looks
Saru.
pretty promising. I
Science
actually have to
Saru.
like give it a go.
Like, if you have any interest, just wait for November, man. Just wait for November, and it'll happen. It'll happen. You'll be infested with the brain rot. You will. I think I've told you the general premise of the series before. I could be wrong, but I'm addicted. I'm wholeheartedly addicted right now,
No, I can
and
tell and
I
I can
don't care
understand because like it's been a while since I've seen like any
anything,
huge announcements regarding like Scott Pilgrim,
anything.
like the series.
Another thing about that, they got the entire movie cast back for the anime. Like the
That I
the
thought was
entire movie cast.
insane.
Fucking Brie Larson and Chris Evans, Captain Marvel and Captain America are voicing characters for a Scott Pilgrim anime. Like,
That I think is fucking. I love that.
it was another thing too. They literally played like the live action versions. They're extremely abridged versions. I did not like Brie Larson's rendition of Envy in the movie. For context, Envy Adams is Scott Pilgrim's ex-girlfriend, and there's a big thing about how they had a falling out and stuff. It's more interesting in the comic books than it is in the movie. It's just kind of glossed over in the movie. But in the movie they made her blonde. In the comics she had red hair. And so even in the game she had red hair. So I was like, why are you changing this fundamental design of this character that makes them stick out to just
Yeah, really
be
changed
like
things.
the actor's hair color? And then in the anime they went back to the core design, and I'm just like, yes. Yes, cuz I can totally see Brie Larson voicing the character, and I'm okay with it. I feel like she's better there than she is as Paradigm.
Yeah, agreed.
Way better.
That's a whole can of worms in its own
That's
right.
I'm not getting into that right now because I'll be ranting forever. But God, it just makes me so happy to see it because I'm gonna be real. The cast is perfect. in the movie. I think like voice wise, especially the cast is perfect in the Scott Pilgrim film. I think Michael Cera is perfect for Scott Pilgrim. I don't think he looks like him, but I think that he's perfect like voice wise, and I think he's gonna
And
do a
voice
great
and
job.
the plays the personality as well.
Yeah. And he was talking about it at the Barbie premiere because he was in the Barbie movie too, and he was like, "It's really good. I think people are gonna love it." He does love
Hey, hey,
Scott Pilgrim. He does love
I hate
Scott
to do
Pilgrim.
this. I really hate to. You're gonna have to edit some silence. I got to run to the bathroom really bad.
Ah, all right. I was kind of getting tired, anyways, of ranting. But yeah. I'll go ahead and end the podcast here. It's a good length.
Okay.
Anyways, while
All
while
right.
Beta runs to the bathroom, um, for you guys who tuned in, sorry for ending this abruptly in the middle of talking about Scott Pilgrim. If you're interested in a Scott Pilgrim video, please let me know because I will absolutely do one on the YouTube. If you guys are interested in that, I have been thinking of doing a movies channel or like a TV and movies YouTube channel just on the side because I that is another passion of mine that I have. But yeah, I want to thank Beta Kick for coming out today and just kind of chatting. It's been a pleasure. It's been great. Uh, and hopefully we can do more podcasts, whether they're solo or with a guest or something along those lines. Who knows? Uh, but yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in around a week for Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4 content. It's coming. It's gonna be great, and I'm super excited. That is all. Deuces. Deuces. That is my new thing. Deuces. All right, bye.